Alright, so I was going through comments this morning before I started all my daily chores, and I'm not going to name names. It is what it is, but the comment was to the effect of quit listening to the newspapers, quit listening to the media, both candidates suck, and I'm not voting. I get that. You don't want to vote, don't vote. That's your right. You know, at one point I wasn't going to vote because I figured that it was already picked. But after talking to my wife and thinking about it, if I don't vote, I'm guaranteed to have the higher prices, the inflation, high gas prices, high energy costs, high everything. 4 years ago, all them costs were a whole lot less. Gas was the cheapest it had been in years and years and years. So, I was like, you know what? My first thought was, I'll do it for her. I'll go ahead and vote, even though I think it's pointless. Over the last couple months, thinking about it, if he was part of the system, why would they work so hard to get him kicked off of ballots? Why would they work so hard to jail him and everything else? I mean, they wouldn't care. It wouldn't matter who got in. They'd still have their overreach and their control. So, as much as I do think that Trump is a narcissist, as much as some of the stuff he says gets on my nerves, I do believe that he's not a bad person. And I do believe that he can make things better like they were before the last 4 years. In that guy's comment, I responded back. I said, so what do we do? Question mark. Sit back and do nothing? Question mark. His next comment was, comment removed. I responded right back underneath that comment. I still see your original comment. I see my response. I see your new comment, but I will repeat my previous comment, and I repeated it. And it said, oh, whatever, both candidates suck balls. Here's my big thing. I had what I consider an honor back in 2019. I stood with a lot of people, stood in front of buildings to keep them from getting looted and burned. And then that whole fake plot to kidnap the governor of Michigan happened, and 2 people I know got snatched up in that crap. Both of them which got acquitted. And I hold them 2 men in the highest regards because they didn't take any plea deals or nothing else. They flat out turned down a plea deal. They said, we did nothing wrong. We're innocent. We're going to fight this to the end. And they did it. And they won. But after that happened to them, all of a sudden everybody disappeared. Nobody was showing up. There'd be like 10 or 12 of us. And everybody I talked to, they would say, well, you know, I'm not risking getting in trouble. I'm not risking getting unalived. Okay. I get that. People have families, they have jobs, they have things they have to do. I guess I'm old enough where if I believe something's right, I'm going to stand up for it. I took days off every week, and every week I was at a rally, I was at something, you know, making my presence known. The news media, national news media, slandered all of us that continued to stay out there, called us very terrible names. And I had to explain to some of my grandkids why they were saying bad things about me. It is what it is. You know, I chose to put myself out there. I chose to put myself out there on national television. What people think about me, to be honest with you, doesn't really matter. The only people that matter, their opinions of me, number one is me. Number two is my wife, my kids, and my grandkids. Nobody else's opinion of me matters. And me doing these videos doesn't really matter. This is just something for me to do. A way for me to express myself with gun content, or express my views doing stuff like this. I don't delete comments. Unless you comment something that is just flat out criminal, I don't delete comments. I may not respond to some that I just think are really, just really beyond dumb. But I almost always respond to every comment. If I like to comment, or even if I don't like to comment, a lot of times I'll give it the thumbs up and the heart. If I think it's a troll, I may comment, but there won't be no thumbs up or a heart. I'm not going to waste that on them. What I'm getting at is, if you don't want to vote, don't vote. That's your right as an American. People died for you to have that right. But then don't complain. If you're not going to stand up and do something, and you're not going to vote, then don't complain about the outcome. Don't complain about the state of the country or anything else if you're not willing to do something, anything. And that's all I got for today. I hope everybody has a great day.